Hola clase, gracias por venir. Hemos hablado de los perfectos en el presente y el pasado y el imperfecto y el futuro y también en el condicional. Pero hoy vamos a hablar de los perfectos en el subjuntivo. So today we're going to talk about present perfect subjunctive. It does say and past perfect subjunctive, but we are not going to talk about past perfect subjunctive just yet. So today we're going to focus on present perfect subjunctive. So what does that mean? The present perfect subjunctive is used to say what has happened or what you have done, but in a subjunctive way. And remember, by adding a no in front, we can also use it to say what has not happened or what you have not done. So far we've been talking about how to say things like, I have washed the dishes. She has done her homework. He has called me 3 times. So now we're going to learn how to make that subjunctive by adding one of the trigger phrases at the beginning. So it might say something like, I hope that she has done her homework. Okay, so we're making it subjunctive because we're adding one of those subjunctive trigger phrases at the beginning of the sentence. So the part that we have to make subjunctive is the form of aber that we use. So we're actually not going to change anything about the second half of the sentence, that participle that we've learned how to form, the auto-ito word. That's not going to change at all, and the irregulars are also going to stay the same. But what's changing is our form of aber. So we have to use the subjunctive now of the helping verb aber, followed by the participle of whatever verb we're talking about. So how do we conjugate aber and el subjuntivo? Here we go. You've actually already seen it before because you've learned this form, haya, is used to say there is or there are in the subjunctive. So the yo form is actually the same, haya. So we have haya, hayas, haya, hayamos, and hayan. So that's the first part that you will need. Okay, and then again, you're going to form your past participle. So if it's a regular past participle, if it's an AR verb, remember we drop the AR and add auto. If it's an ER or IR verb, we drop the ER or IR and add ito. And then those same irregulars apply from before. Remember, we have some irregulars because of accents. Others are just completely irregular. Abierto, escrito, hecho, dicho. Those are all going to be the same from your previous notes. Okay, so what types of trigger phrases are we looking at that are going to cause us to use the present subjunctive with our perfects? So any of these things can be seen at the beginning of a sentence to trigger you to use the present subjunctive with your perfects. So you might just have something in the present tense, like I am sad that she has not done her homework. Future tense, I will leave the house, and then something using a present perfect in the second half of the sentence. And then an imperative, remember, are your commands. Okay, so you may see a command at the beginning of the sentence that triggers you to use a present perfect. So we have some examples at the bottom so you can see what this might look like. So the first one says, it is possible that she has arrived. So the beginning of this is just going to use regular present tense. Okay, it is possible that. But in the second half of the sentence, she has arrived, we'll use the subjunctive. So we have es posible que, just regular present tense. Ella haya llegado. Okay, so haya comes from the subjunctive form haber that we wrote down on top of your notes. And then llegado comes from llegar. We cut off the AR and added ado because it's an AR verb. Okay, ejemplo número dos. I will do it after he has finished the dishes. So this is an example of when you might use the future tense at the beginning with the present subjunctive in the second half. So I will do it after he has finished the dishes. The he has finished part is going to be in the subjunctive. So yo lo haré. Después de que is your trigger phrase. Él haya terminado los platos. So again, here is your subjunctive form of haber, and then terminar is to finish. We drop the AR and add ado. Remember with the future tense, you normally keep the infinitive and add your ending. This one just happens to be an irregular. And then numero tres is an example of an imperative or a command form. Don't talk until I have finished. Okay, so this until I do something is triggering you to use the subjunctive. So let's just assume we're in the to form here, the informal. We would say no hables hasta que, until, and then yo haya terminado. Okay, no hables hasta que yo haya terminado. So notice with all three of these sentences, you have some sort of trigger phrase at the beginning that's causing you to use the subjunctive. And then in the second half, you have a subject, and then a form of haber, and a participle at the end of your sentence. So that is about it for today. We're going to do a little practice with that and some review of subjunctive trigger phrases before we move on to past perfect sentences. Okay, so please write down any questions that you have, any confusion, and I will go over them the next time I see you. Gracias por mirarme. Hasta luego.